Hey everybody, this is Snook. Today I'm going to show you a little house that I built. It was a starter house. It was supposed to be for a challenge where you had 5 color squares and you were supposed to stay within that color theme. I failed that challenge. I was horrible at it. But what I did end up liking was the layout of the house itself, just not the furniture or the color of what it was. That is one of the reasons why I was building not my normal way. Normally, I will make the shell first and then place furniture. Here I thought, well, I would try it this way. I was watching the amount of money that I was using. I wanted to make it so 2 people could live in it. It's a lot easier because they can talk to each other. And then I had this bright idea to put the 2 cones on top of the roof, and it just reminded me of a certain singer that if you're old enough, you understand. So I ended up getting rid of one of them and just chopping it off, making it so that it didn't look like. And I had a lot of fun doing it, and I ended up going with my own color scheme, which ended up to be like red, dark red with paneling so that there was some color in it. I don't think I could ever really do a whole white building. I like color. It was a lot of placing things, rearranging things because of how I started building it, which it's always good to try something new. I know now that that is not the way for me to build. I also know that having to follow colors is not for me either. I really like to be able to design something in the mood that I'm in. I can make something one day and not be quite done with it and go back the next day and go, what was I thinking? And then change the whole thing, the whole color scheme. So a lot of it for me is just how I'm feeling that day, how things get designed. That's the fun of it's a game. It's not real life. You can do that. This house ended up with a full functioning kitchen. The only thing it didn't have was a dishwasher. And I think I actually had enough money where I could have put one in. I just forgot about it. But I even remembered the umbrellas at the end. I learned a lot about myself while I was building this. One was I like fireplaces, and I've gotten spoiled and I've gotten used to them. And that's why I did the little bump out like I did. I ended up in this house having to put a bookcase in there because, of course, I couldn't afford fireplace right away. I've seen this house now 3 different ways. I've seen it the way that you'll see it now. I've seen it the way that I remodeled it, which there are some pictures at the end. And then I have seen it where I didn't care about money. I didn't care about anything. I just used the furniture and stuff that I liked and wanted to. And I really, really love how it turned out. When I moved the family in, there was only one desk, but I wanted to start doing the new careers that they have, and it ended up that they both needed a computer. I started live streaming the beginning of this. What I did was I took this house, took all the furniture out, and then refurnished it. I didn't mind the way it looked the second time around. It's the same house, same layout, but what really bothered me was the fact that it just was boring because you don't have any money, and that's the whole point of the game, is to work so that you can decorate your house and everything. I still have my family in their empty house, but I wanted to see what the house, how big of a difference is it? When you're playing the game and you're adding little bits here and there, it's kind of hard to see how much of a change it really makes. Each little bit that you add or where you spend your money. I always spend my money on designing my house. Other people spend their money on other things. What I ended up starting live streaming and ended up, because of Easter weekend, doing it by recording it, redecorating the inside. And I really liked how it turned out. I didn't end up making the porch a little bit bigger so it fit a hot tub. I made the bedroom a little bit bigger because as it is right now in this layout, all you can do is just have a double bed in there. You can't have end tables or anything like that. It's amazing the little tiny bits that you add, even in a small house, the difference it makes in what you're looking at when you're playing. I think that rolls over into real life too. That, a house becomes a home when you add your little bits into it. It's the same as when you're designing or making a house that you want to play in, that it's the little things that you add to it that make it like, oh, that's really cool, instead of just it's a nice layout, but it just didn't have any personality. And I guess that's what I'm getting at, is the personality part of it. The newest house, and this was almost furnished. I hadn't done the outside yet. And then I wanted to add in the hot tub and a little place to eat. And I thought, oh, if we're going to go that far, you might as well add a grill and a little seating area. But I really was getting into the white for an accent color. Added that little fountain onto the fireplace chimney because I like that little fountain. It's cute. Reminds me of a house I'd like to live in. I am really happy with how it turned out. I think it's a really happy place. And when you're playing the game, it'll also be pretty easy to expand it. There's the yard. There's plenty of room in the yard to go backwards. So if you have a child, you can add another bedroom really easy. You can add all kinds of stuff to the yard, really. That's the house all finished, the front of it. And then I always put people inside of it and make sure that everything works. And it did, so I was really happy about that. This is the house before I started adding everything to it. This was the plain bedroom that I had changed it to, but I had added the outside door. And here was the one desk that only one person could work on, and the very plain white bathroom. Everything was very white. Functional kitchen had everything, but everything was just very plain. And then I went in and added color and added fun stuff, carpeting and windows, pretty doors, and it made me really happy. And I really liked how this turned out. And there's the 2 workstations that will be a lot easier for the Sims to work on. In the bathroom, it's a bathroom. But this area really makes me smile. I still have some of the red in there, and it ties in, but it's more cozy. Just really like it. And that blue, I took the blue and kind of ran that through the house in a lot of different places with the flower boxes, and there you can see the floor plan. I really, really like how this house turned out, and I can't wait to play it. So hopefully I will be live streaming it on my other channel and you can see. So have a wonderful day. Bye!